Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan, very clever what they did. Each one of them was a solo artist at one point in time that they was going through some differences, trying to take off as an artist. And Jizza go ahead and group up all these individuals. They say, let's go ahead and make some as a group. And what we can all try to do after making noise, see if each one of us can go and get a deal. Which, majority of it worked out for them.
Kool G Rap.
Kool G Rap, a person that never got his recognition. Boy, he's so nice on the mic, outstanding, hell of a lyricist. He never got his just due.
Right, because when I heard the Fast Life track with him and Nas, I was just blown away. I mean, wow. Especially that was a good use of the Surface Happy sample.
Yeah, homeboy, he can go. He can go. He got flow. He got lyrics. He got style. He bad.
De La Soul.
De La Soul. They brought something different from everybody else because they was trying to show that there's other different sections that how you could present and bring your sound, and still be part of hip hop. Even though people may look at it like it was too fluffy, soft, but still it was an attitude what they brought for people to accept and enjoy them.
Queen
Latifah. Even the thugs was jamming to them.
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, Mama Zulu, the lady that stand forth for what she believed in and brought her Afrocentric desire out for people to listen to and enjoy.
A lot of people may hate on this dude, but back in the early 90s, this guy was blowing up. MC Hammer.
Hammer was a person, once again, coming from the West. He only was going to show and bring for what he was into. You can't knock him. Homeboy from Oakland, California. He saw a vision. He stuck to it. He made it what it is, and he came out to the forefront. Hey, to this day, people still jams to Hammer joints.
Now, one of my favorite posse cuts of all time has to be the Symphony.
The Symphony where it was Marley Marl and the Juice Crew, where everybody go ahead and get their part in and put it in, It was like how they was bouncing off each other, it's like that's the shit.
Yeah, that was a big record, and another tag team duo record that I really liked was Brooklyn's Finest, Jay-Z and Big off of Reasonable Doubt.
Brooklyn Finest, Jay-Z and Big, that was a record I felt was another one ahead of its time. A lot of people didn't acknowledge it until later on. Using the good old riff sounds of Ecstasy by Ohio Players, produced by my man Clark Kent. The record is bad. Right.
Nas Illmatic, one of the first albums to receive 5 mics from the source.
He was a guy that he was, Nas is Nas. Nas is a person that, once you heard him live at the barbecue and you say, oh, he's about to be a problem. And he definitely showed that he was a problem when he came out with his first album.
Right. Slick Rick.
The Ruler. Hell of a storyteller. Hell of a writer. Hell of a person that know how to bring his suave to the standard that, he had class, style, and very slick of what he was saying.
Right. Jay-Z.
Jigga. To me, Jigga, is a combination of some of the people who I probably just mentioned, and he learned how to mold it all into one to become the man he is.
Big L.
Big L. Unfortunately, this man did not get a chance to really get his shine as he deserved. From the underground, he was a standout person as a lyricist. I feel if he was alive, he would have been right up there with the rest of them.
Right, because when I saw the video for MVP and some of his old freestyles, and I was just like, this dude was nasty, but it was just, tragic what happened to him.
Right.
Never got a chance to, reap the benefits, because I think he was about to get signed to Rockefeller. And
he was about to get signed to Rockefeller.
Okay, now tell me the significance of the Stretch Armstrong and Barbito show.
Stretch and Barbito show, oh man. I used to enjoy listening to that show. That was the show that them guys would go ahead They would play very little commercial stuff, but will go definitely on for underground stuff. Then here it is, some of the artists that we probably have mentioned, got acknowledged, got recognition from their show.
Now, how do you feel about the current state of hip-hop today?
The current state of hip-hop today is like, what will you consider hip-hop? Will you consider hip-hop of what you see on videos and you hear on radio? Or will you consider hip-hop of what is it that's not being acknowledged that went under the rug, that everybody swept under the rug? Because, remember, it's only the recording field was a part of the hip-hop culture that was brought to corporate, that corporate took to the forefront. They left everything else behind. So when people ask me what is going on with the stage of hip-hop, I say, I don't know. I feel hip-hop is going on fine. What's going on with the stage of rap?
Now, what is your opinion on basically like the pioneering forefathers of hip-hop not being able to reap the financial benefits of hip-hop being a huge commodity?
Well, I go through the same thing with all other different sections of music, like I said. They're going through the earlier days of rock and roll, the earlier days of rhythm and blues, the earlier days of jazz, that you had these people that had so much raw talent, but never had no business sense. Here it is. I just finished looking at that movie, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Frankie Lyman. He had no business sense. He had no idea, but he had raw talent, and that's what happened to many of them. So it going from different categories of music from one to another. Everybody.
Now, basically, kids, if you're going to get into any form of the music biz, get some books to understand the business, and no points, contracts, royalties, all that stuff.
This is the whole point. When you get signed, you are now involved with the music business. 90% of this is business. 10% is the music. Even though you may go ahead and produce some of the best records, go ahead, have the best sounds, do the best presence, but you don't conduct business, you will lose out. Because the name of the game is you try to see what is it that's going to benefit for you and your family and your future.
Okay. Now, before we close this interview, what's your take on Eminem as an MC, as a lyricist, and the rap group from North Carolina, Little Brother?
Both of them stands out very good. Eminem is bad. He's a clever writer. He's a clever rapper. And I feel the same for Little Brother. He's a clever writer. He's a clever brother.
Most Def and 50 Cent.
Most Def and 50 Cent, they also clever in what they do. They good and also in their form.
Right. Now, how do you feel about your place in hip-hop and being one of the pioneers?
Yeah. My place in hip-hop, I feel satisfied and content because a lot of people had got to acknowledge what I brought to the table, what I had contribute, what I have done. I feel proud of what I had done, and there's nothing I would change for it.
You got any last-minute shout-outs before we conclude this interview?
Shout out to everybody that been supporting for me ever since the very beginning. As of next year, I'm getting ready to go into my 25 years of radio. I'm getting ready to have a campaign behind that, and respect to all y'all that believe in hip-hop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Another Time Machine exclusive. DJ Red Alert, pioneering 4 or 5 of hip-hop. DJ Red Alert, I appreciate you doing this interview with me. Hang on the line.